So being 46 years old and being in Tasmania, there's a bit of wood rot that's got into some parts of the eaves. Everything's still reasonably structural, but these end bits were definitely rotted out, so I had to pack it with treated pine. Used all new treated pine to create the new eaves. This one was so bad that the guttering was falling off, so that was just making it even worse. So now you can see this is the finished product. For our overseas viewers, this is a native blue-tongue lizard. Beautiful little lizard. Very friendly, they don't hurt you. This is one of our pattymellons, which is a type of wallaby. There goes a feral rabbit. And these guys live quite happily all around the property. The dog thinks it's pretty funny to chase them though. Very cute little fellas. So the property's never had a front fence, and obviously with the dog we want him to be able to run around and do things, and also for security, like having a front fence. Here's the mini digger in action. Didn't actually get any footage of drilling the holes, but we ran string lines and got the fence post nice and straight, as you'll see in a second. It's about 40 something meters of fence line we had to build at the front. So yeah, it was a big project. All done out of treated pine, and used some dog wire as well so that he couldn't get out. Not that he's likely to get out between the palings anyway, the rails. But yes, we wanted a nice rustic fence design, so I decided to go with a 4 rail and post design fence. So this is getting close to being finished. Obviously I have to trim the tops of the posts off, which you'll see in a sec. And I've still got to build the returns and the large posts for the custom gates I'm building. They're going to be made out of steel and core 10 steel, so they've got a nice rusty look. And they'll also be electric eventually, so this is the finished fence, I guess you'd say, all trimmed up. Not a big fan of the treated pine colouring, but that will improve as it gets older. Plus after a year or two you can actually paint over it, so we may do that yet. Driveway has long had drainage issues, and trying to dig the trench to put in some ag piping. You can see I got the mini digger well and truly stuck, plus its track came off. That was fun, trying to get the back on. So here I've dug a trench down through the incredibly strong and wet clay, and you can see there is some water pooling in there at the bottom. It's been at least a week since we've had rain, so that's groundwater. So using some ag pipe, socked drainage pipe, I'll then backfill that with some gravel, and then that big 150mm pipe will go in on top of the ag pipe, and I'll build a little spoon drain, which you'll see in a second. The finished, there's the spoon drain. So now any water that runs down the side here, there's the ag pipe starts there, so it goes into the drainage underneath, and then runs down all the way down to the road to the spoon drain at the road. Hopefully no more drainage issues. Of course, nothing ever goes to plan, and the mini digger not only threw a track earlier but has now broken a track. So $300 for a new track plus about $170 to get it here. So I'm probably going to have to replace both tracks because they're likely to fail at the same time. Anyway, that's it for this update.